Open your resume right now. Or if it is not with you, then you can picture it in your mind and go straight to your experience section. Look at the lines sitting under each job and ask yourself something very honestly. Are those lines describing what you are meant for or what you were supposed to do for yourself and what you actually act? Because there is a difference, a big one, and that difference is along with what sits at the very top of your resume is exactly what we are fixing today. And here is a caution, and I am not exaggerating this thing. And most resume read like job description and the summary sitting right at the top. Most of you could belong to literally anyone. And when a recruiter is choosing between these two candidates with similar background, the one whose resume shows results are the first priority and opens with a summary that is actually specific wins every single time. And this video is making sure that person is you. Hello everyone, I am Dr. Sangeeta Kumar and I am TEDx speaker, author of 2 books, and I help all job professionals and those who are seeking job and somewhere they find difficulty in drafting their resume. I am having 12 years of reviewing resumes professionally, and the summary section and the experience section are the two I end up rewriting most of the time. Almost nobody is taught how to do either of them properly until today. So stay till the end because I'll be sharing you very good insights that how you can rewrite your resume throughout this video. And you need to see the actual transformation, not just hear me talk about it. If this channel is new to you, subscribe it right now and share with your friends and your near and dear one. And here, every week, I bring some of the new section that is really very useful for you. So let's begin. The first thing a recruiter reads after your name is your summary or your career objective. If what they find there is a vague, generic or missing entirely, you have already lost their attention before they have reached your experience section. So quick distinction, because people mix these up consistently, and a summary is for professionals with 2 or more than 2 years of experience and it looks backward. Here is what I have already done. Career objective is for freshers and career changes and it looks forward. Here is where I am going and what I bring to the table. So let's do it right now with me very lively. So how do you write your career objective? Like to obtain a challenging position in a reputed organization where I can utilize my skills and gain experience. Painful, right? It says nothing about this specific person. So how your career objective would be? Let's see. Final year MBA student specializing in finance and completed internship in equity research at a Mumbai-based brokerage, seeking an analyst role where I can contribute strong financial modeling skills and deep interest in capital market research driven team. So this is for MBA student. Same student, completely different first impression. So how your summary would be? So your professional summary, like before, you might have written like experienced professional with a passion for excellence and a track record of success in various roles across different industries. This is what that you used to write. Now let's see how you can rephrase it. Sales professional with 6 years of experience in B2B technology sales across Mumbai and Pune, consistently in exceeding quarterly targets by 25 to 40%. Built a managed a client portfolio worth rupees 2 crore and now looking to bring the same performance focus to a regional sales leadership role. Same person, one version appears into the pile that is of no use, and the other makes recruiter want to read everything below it because it has data, it has numerical, it has your performance. So how the structure should be? Let's see. Please make a note and you can craft your career objective or professional summary. So how the structure has to be? This is what. So the formula is your name, your role with X years of experience in your area, one specific achievement with a number, and what you are looking for next. So this is what your professional summary. And now next is your objective. So how your objectives should be, and the formula is your qualification with one relevant experience or skills, seeking specific role where I can contribute to something very specific, to type, to team or organization. And here is one tip for this section. Write your summary or objective last, after everything else on your resume done. By then, you already know your strongest point and start with these. That fixes the top. Now let us go to where most resumes actually fall apart. So in section 1, what you do, first you craft your resume, the entire section, and your career objective and professional summary. You leave that part in the beginning at the top, and after completing all the parts, you will get to know what is your strongest point, and then you can mention it, but not at the last in bottom, but at the top, but writing in a different way. So now this section number 2 says about why your experience section is failing you. Duty based lines. For example, responsible for managing the social media account of the company and handled customer queries and complaints, assisted in the preparation of monthly report, coordinated with cross functional teams on various projects. So read these again. Every single one of them could sit on the resume of the best employee of the company ever had, or the worst. What do you think? They describe the role, not the person doing it. So here is a question what you want to ask after every line you write from now on. So what would be? What happened because I did this? What changed? And what improvised? Whatever answers that question is your achievement. So let me show you what I mean with a real example. So all the above examples what I have given, these are for vague statement and they don't have the clarity to the employer. So how you can reframe and rephrase, here it is. Let me show you what I mean with a real example. A customer service executive's resume said, what? Let's see. Handled customer queries and complaints. When I asked for, so what? She told me her team's customer satisfaction score went from 68 to 84 over the year. And this is your resume line. So, how it would be? Improved customer satisfaction scores from 68% to 84% over 12 months through structured query resolution and personalized follow up. Same work, completely different sentence, and one gets skipped, the other gets you a call back. And what is the tip to remember here? If your resume line could sit on the resume of literally anyone who ever held your job title, it is your duty not an achievement. So rewrite it, rephrase it. So now coming to the next section, section number 3, the achievement formula and life rewrites. So how it would be? The formula is strong action that has to be in verb form, what you did, how you did it, and the result in numerical form whenever possible. So let us rewrite across a few different roles. So how it would be? So if you are applying for HR role and from MBA background, so how you have written before? Like responsible for recruitment and onboarding of new employees. This is what that you used to write. Let's see how you can rephrase it. Reduced average hiring turnaround time from 45 days to 28 days by introducing structured interview scorecards and a centralized candidate tracking system. Onboarded 60 employees in financial year 2025. This is what that you can write. Now you are applying for sales role. So how you used to do? Like before, managed client accounts and achieved sales targets. But how it would be? Exceeding quarterly sales targets by 32% of 3 consecutive quarters by deepening relationships with top 20 accounts and introducing upsell conversation at renewal stage. This is what that you can rephrase it. For marketing role, how you used to do it before? Very simple. Managed digital marketing campaign. This is what and how it would be now. Planned and executed a 3-month digital campaign across Instagram and Google Ads with a 5 lakh budget, generating 4,200 qualified leads, 38% above the projected target. Same roles, same people, and completely different resumes. And honestly, completely different chances of getting the call. So, one more tip here. Start every line with a strong action verb. Let, delivered, reduced, grew, built, launched, negotiated. So, these are the prominent verbs you can use, but in a past simple. These words say, I did this, not I was asked to do this. And that difference matters more than people realize. Now it's time for next section. Section number 4. What if you cannot find a number? I know what some of you are thinking right now. This is great, ma'am, but my job does not have any number like this. So here is the truth. You do not need a number for every single line. You can genuinely find the important one, and most people can find far more than they think. So how your question to find your numbers? How many people did you work with or manage? How much budget did you handle? How much time did a process take before and after your involvement? And how many clients or students or customers did you serve? What volume of work did you handle? And did anything improve, grow, or reduce because of what you did? Let me tell you about a school teacher I worked with long back ago. She told me very flatly, I have nothing to quantify. I just teach. By the end of our session, her resume said this: developed and delivered curriculum for 240 students across 6 sections, introduced a peer learning model that improved average test scores by 18% and coordinated the school's annual science fair with participation from 35 teams. She had all of that inside her the whole time. She had just never thought to write it down. If you genuinely cannot find an exact number, use an honest estimate or approximately around. A rough number is still far more powerful than no number at all. So here is a reality check. Here is something I often say, and I mean it every single time. The professionals who struggle most with writing their achievements are not the ones with the list to show. They are often the ones who don't know where to begin, or they feel like they cannot possibly capture it properly on a piece of paper. And what I tell them is this: you are not trying to put everything on the table. You are trying to make your recruiter curious to read enough. And this is what the whole job of this document. You have been delivering results all along. You just have not been taking credit for them on paper. Your resume is not the place for modesty, it is the place to stand behind your own work. So the recruiter is not there when you do the work. Your resume is the only proof that you did it and did it very well. So write it like a proof. Duties tell recruiters what your job was. Achievements tell them who you are from today, and write your achievements. Take one line from your resume right now, one duty based line, and rewrite, rephrase it using today's formula what I have put on here. So put both version in the comments. I genuinely want to see the before and after. And I will tell you if it works. If today changed how you see your experience, subscribe the channel, because next week we are going into the decision most people get completely ignored before they even start writing. So format and length. So this is what that I'm going to cover. This is all for the day, and comment here in the comment box that how you used to do and how after this formula that you applied in your resume and how the change is there. So this is what that I want to hear from your side. That's all for the day, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.